Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got some good agates to cut today. Again, most of these are Gila Bend mountain range with the exception of that one. So let's walk through them real quick. Let's start with that one. Okay, so you can see a little bit of fossil pattern showing here. So I'm going to guess this is a fossilized coral or a sea sponge or something. This was probably collected up on the Mogollon Rim near Payson, Arizona. So yeah, we'll just cut that in half and see what kind of pattern it has. You never know, sometimes it's got a good pattern with good color. And they make good cabs. Alright, got a little nodule with a banded pattern showing. It does have a fracture. I don't know how deep that goes. And then another pattern there. So we'll just cut that one somewhere in between these two and hope I can get it without a fracture. Alright, got this big nodule. Thick on one end, thin on the other. A lot of possible fractures. Don't know though, those could just be surface. And then a little bit of a window here showing mostly quartz. But what caught my attention was, if you look really close right here, it looks like some banded agate back behind that quartz. So I want to get a good cut somewhere right through here, like that. I will go through this one spot where it could have a fracture, but don't know what else to do on that one. Who knows? Might be really good. Might just be quartz though. Alright, got this guy. A really rough exterior with a few windows showing some chalcedony. Some banding right there. Possible quartz right here. Hard to tell, that could just be part of the... No, it just looks like it's part of the husk. Just real rough. So we'll cut parallel to that and see if we can get a full pattern out of it. Alright, now the little one that's kind of thick on one end and thin on the other. I'll take a cut through the thick part and hope for the best. Alright. This one had some unknowns showing right here. Like it's got some kind of inclusions in the chalcedony. It does have a quartz pocket right there. So I will cut parallel to this face through the thick part. And we'll see if there's any inclusions on that one that show up pretty cool, like tubes or moss or something. Alright, got a flat nodule here. Actually, that looks like it's a face, just real weathered. Huh, didn't notice that when I washed this one off. I will have to cut parallel to that. That might have a full pattern face on it. We'll see. Alright, last up, got this bigger nodule. It's got some definite banded agate showing where it's weathered. So I'll cut parallel to that face and we'll see. Alright, let me get these off to the saw, get them cut open, and I'll be right back with the results. Alright, back from the saw. I'm going to start with this one. Had a fracture and this popped off. And I just kind of flicked that in the trash pile out there by the saw. So this is what we actually ended up with. You can see the fracture on this side of the stone as well. Not real visible on the edge. But it would have been a pretty stone without that fracture. Just have a little quartz. Alright, probably in a tumbler for that. Alright, let's go through the rest of these. Let's start with this one. So this is the one that I thought might have something hiding behind that quartz. So let's see what was hiding behind the quartz. Well, I was right. There's definitely something hiding in there. Unfortunately, there are some really nasty fractures in this piece. You can see them on the outside. Sometimes they're just surface fractures. Sometimes they go in. This is paint from the saw blade. That'll come off. But yeah, definitely had a floater in the middle of that one. Kind of off to the right edge there. But that would have been gorgeous if it didn't have the fractures. Let's look at the other side. Even nicer, but the fractures are even worse. Oh, what a shame. That would have been really cool. I mean, it's still a neat looking stone. But it is what it is. All right, very nice. Let's move on. Okay. So this one had kind of a funky cut as well. I can clean that up, but probably won't. Again, this one's got some fractures in it as well. And this piece came off at a fracture. You see that coloring in there. But other than that fracture, it's pretty neat looking. All right, neat. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one had that banded window showing. Let's see how that turned out. Well, that banded window apparently was only about that thick. I assumed it went into the stone, but not really. That chipped off at a fracture. Then it's got the host rhyolite in it. Not too bad on the pitting though. That would take a nice polish. Really bad fracture in it though. Another one right here. Bummer. All right. All right. So what do we have here? So this is one that had a weathered window. Originally when I grabbed this one to cut, I didn't notice that. But once I got it cleaned up, you could see that that is the actual window. So I tried cutting this one parallel to that window. Let's see how it came out. It's pretty neat looking. It does have some fractures in it, and then when this is dried, that piece right there, the banding is starting to separate a little bit, like it weathered through from the sun all the way into the stone. I mean, that might pop out. Yeah, that little section might pop out as well. Doesn't pick out. I bet if I tried polishing it though, that would probably catch and come out. Leave a divot. Alright. Not bad for a weathered rock. Alright, 3 left. Let's see how this one came out. This one had some little geode showing. Oh, alright, little banded agate. Kind of faint. Got some host rock in it still. Pretty cool looking though. This side's got some color and some interesting inclusions popping in on the edge. That might look really cool polished actually. Not bad. Alright, 2 left. Alright, again, it's another one of those with that odd shape that I was having an issue with on the saw. So I was really careful with this one. Still got a bit of a funky cut. I wanted to pull this out of my hand and break. But I worked my way up the saw blade and got it through the cut. Oh, I'm glad this one didn't break. Look how pretty that is. No fractures, perfect pattern. Maybe a little bit of color in that. And then this side's a little nicer. Kind of got a flow channel right there. Wow, that's pretty neat. That would look nice polished. For sure. Cool. Alright. Last up. Okay, so this was a piece of fossilized coral or sea sponge or something. This came off the Mogollon Rim up near Payson, Arizona. I cut this right down the middle, so I have like 2 slabs of it in case these are any good. Let's take a look. Oh, I got some good pattern here. Wow, let's get that wet. Nice. Good color and pattern. I don't know. I might be able to do a design right here and then use this as the top and dome this side, because that definitely, that pattern goes all the way through. Love the color on that one. Yeah, definitely going to cab this. I've cabbed these before and they were really pretty. These are usually fairly soft, but I think this one's got a lot of agate in it. It was a lot harder of a cut. So instead of the typical limestone, I think this is agatized a bit. Yeah, that's really neat. An Arizona coral or sea sponge or something. Let's look at the other side. Again, this is thick enough to do something with. But I would actually have to cab that top on this one as well. But it looks like that pattern goes all the way through. I do see a fracture right here. I'd have to avoid that. And maybe just do something up in this section. Very cool. That fracture on this side, I think, was over here and it just chipped off. But yeah, definitely going to have to make a couple cabs out of that. Those would make really nice cabs. Alright, that's the last one in this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, click the like or dislike buttons, drop me a comment, and let me know why. If you're not already subscribed and you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting subscribe. All right, thanks everybody. See you on the next video. Bye.